Morning guys, Steph from Indara Farms. Thanks for watching the video today. I thought we would just quickly go and have a look around the garden, and I want to share with you guys what our plans are for another section of the farm that I haven't shown you yet. So let's go. It's a beautiful autumn day. It's nice and cool. The weather is getting really nice now. I must admit I'm over the heat. Bring on the cooler weather and hopefully some rain. We got probably 5 mils the other day, which was lovely. And so everything's feeling a bit fresh. So let's have a look around the garden, guys. So, oh, behind me you can see these globe artichokes are taking off. I grew those ones from seed. I didn't realize how big they were going to be. There's only 3 plants there. No signs of flowers yet, but I'm excited to see them in full bloom. They just look beautiful as well as being edible. Alright, I'm not sure if you can see on the camera here, but in here we've got some garlic. We've still got some pumpkins growing. Bean laps are still flowering and looking gorgeous. My naughty chickens have been escaping their chicken run, which is just behind here, and getting in here and scratching around. So I may have lost a few garlic in that process. This beautiful, I think this was dahlia cactus that I also grew from seed. Down this one here we've got some beans starting to take off again. It is getting cooler, but I thought I would just give it a go. As you can see there, the cucamelons are taking off again. All the way up nearly. The zinnias are still flowering. I am losing some plants, like I planted some along here and 2 have come up and the rest have been eaten. I have noticed some slaters around, so, and the chickens have been in my garden, so that's not helping. So I'm not sure if they're just getting to them before they can get big, because I direct sow a lot. Not sure. Oh, the chickens have been in this one here again, which is interesting because I didn't actually have any plants in here because I've been trying to grow little cabbage seedlings and beetroot seedlings. So I'm wondering, were the chickens in here because there was a pressure of slaters? Maybe I should just let them come through and eat all the bugs, because it looks like they've left the beetroot and the cabbages alone. They haven't eaten those. Check out this beautiful chili. Someone messaged and said it's like an ornamental chili. So I'm not sure. I was going to just dry them like normal chilies, but it is seriously beautiful. The marigolds in the background there. In this bed here, the radicchio is still flowering its head off. It's so beautiful. And I just transplanted a heap of lettuce that was growing in the footpath, and it's actually bounced back, so that's good. Calendula, I also transplanted a heap of those. Something's definitely eating those. I bought some chives, some seedlings, because I love chives, and this is right near my lounge room door, so straight out there, straight into eating the chives. Down this one, all the beautiful basil is just still flowering its head off. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to talk to you about basil in a minute, because that's going to fit into our farm plan. And we've got beans. These are bean lablap. I'm sorry, not bean lablap, the Scarlet runner beans. And these have like bright pink beans when you open them up and they're still fresh, but I'm going to leave these ones to dry. We've got some new peas coming up, so those ones came up okay, but my beetroot didn't alongside it, so something's definitely eating them. I've already got some other peas that we started earlier in the season, and the kids are snacking on these. They're loving these at the moment. You could totally pick them like flat like this and have them as like snow peas. Oh, I nearly put my hand through a spider web there. Can you see that? Where is the spider? Don't know. But yeah, or there's some big ones in there. I'd say that's why they're still there, because the kids have been like, nah, not getting those through the spider. Seriously, I have sunflowers growing in the footpath. This is where I winnowed all my seeds. If you saw my other videos, you may remember. So look at all the things growing. Lettuce, dill, all my clean seeds that I winnowed here. At least I know there's good germination. Another sunflower there, and that's where I've been weeding that big pile I need to clean out. Okay, so it was just a quick little look in the garden before we head down to where I really want to show you and have a chat to you about. I have always wanted to do something. I wanted to run my own business. I have been a stay-at-home mum now for 6.5 years, and my kids are just at the age where they're getting bigger now, and next year my littlest one's going to be at school 3 days a week. So I feel like now's the time for me to start doing what I want to do. I keep coming back to, I know I want to farm something, but we are not a huge farm here. We're only on 110 acres, which is quite small for our area. So we're never going to be competing with the big farmers around us. So I need to do something a bit niche, a bit smaller, a bit different. And I think I've settled on flower farming. So the ultimate goal is this 3-acre plot that I'm taking to show you now. Well, it's about 2.75 acres, I think, is where I want to grow cut flowers. So flowers for the cut flower market. Ultimately, I want to get to a point where we've got a lot of native endemic wildflowers growing here, and that's the ultimate goal. But for now, while they're establishing, which I'm not even going to be able to plant them until next autumn, I want to give growing just some annuals a go down here. But I'm about to flip you around and show you. Don't mind the big rubbish pile, that's a big bonfire we've got to do this year. But I'm going to show you what's already growing here. Let's switch you around and show you, hang on. So this was an old lavender farm at some point. It was planted by previous owners. It has not been irrigated for years. We've had the sheep through here recently, and they've come in and cleaned it all up through the pathways and stuff for us as best as they could. But now, today, we're going to get down here with the chainsaws and we are going to cut a lot of this lavender back, and anything that's dead really needs to come out, because we need to start to be able to see where our potential rows are going to be for our annual cut flowers. As you can see, some of it's still alive. I must say, lavender is so hardy here, but this stuff has not been cut back for years. Now, I have cut back lavender up around the house. That's obviously the same type of lavender that this was, and I have had success with cutting it back to, I kid you not, like 5 centimeters high, and it growing back and being beautiful. So we are going to try and save this lavender. We've been discussing that a lot, like do we, don't we, do we bother, what are we going to use it for? But now that we're going into potentially cut flowers, I feel like I could definitely use those in bouquets and things like that, and it's going to be worth the effort to try and save it. And the bees are loving it still. I'm just going to try and find a spot to sit so I can have a chat to you about our plans, or my plans, my dreams for this space, and see what you guys reckon. Sorry, I'm just walking through. I can see some big rock piles up here. I'm not sure if that's going to be safe with snakes around to sit on or whether I just literally sit right here in the dirt. We might have to do that. Looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Even with it being all dry and stuff. I see the potential for this space. Let's get this set up. So I want to do something. I don't want to go back to an office job. I've been there, I've done that. We've bought this acreage for the lifestyle, for the change, but I need to do something for myself. So this is going to be my little project. The ultimate goal is the lavender's only planted to about probably a third of the way down on this fenced off paddock, and my plans are I'm going to definitely grow native endemic. That's the ultimate goal, because they will survive here and thrive here on very little water. And we don't have a huge amount of water to be pumping onto veggies or anything like that. That's why I've gone with cut flowers, because even some of the cut flowers that we want to grow don't need a lot of water to grow well and to get the flowers off of. So today my dad is coming out. He's very excited. Mum and dad are both keen to help me get this all up and running. And he's going to bring his chainsaw out, and we're going to work on this area today and cut it all back, start cleaning it up and see what we've got to work with. I'm thinking of doing the rows of like annual cut flowers in between the rows of lavender, so the lavender can be a bit of a windbreak buffer for those young seedlings while they're getting established. In the meantime, I'm going to have to, I've made a huge list of native WA endemic flowers that I want to grow. So I need to keep working on my permaculture design, work out how many I need of those, and then place the order springtime, so that next autumn, so next year, this time next year, we're planting out all of those. But we are being a bit impatient. We want to get going. We want to get growing right now. So the soil here is like a sandy loam on the property. So I feel as though we can probably just plant straight into it. I might have to bring a bit of compost in, some weed matting. And our plan is that we will grow these cut flowers and just take them as bouquets to sell locally at different farmers markets. We figured we can probably do one a week, so one each weekend, each month. So we will have 4 markets that we could attend locally, one each weekend at different locations in different country towns around us, and just see how it goes. See if people are willing to buy, you know, small bunches of bouquets for themselves, for gifts, for their tables. And yeah, today's the day that we're going to actually just dive in and start cleaning it up, because in the next few weeks I want to get some stuff in the ground and growing. It's very exciting. And I'm very nervous, because we could do all this work and, you know, no one might want flowers, no one might want bouquets. But my ultimate goal, like I said, was that we will become a cut flower farmer and be able to produce flowers for other locals that, you know, do weddings and events and things like that, when we've got our natives up and running. I want to keep it local. I don't want to get to a point where we're competing with big industries. I want to build the industry up around us and our farm and keep it real local and keep the community around us. So yeah, let me know what you guys think anyway in the comments, or any advice you've got. I've roughly worked through what I'm going to plant for now, so autumn, and what I'm going to be planting in spring and end of summer. So we are in a climate where we might get down to -1 frosts, so that's okay. A lot of our cool flowers will probably survive that and grow, so we can pretty much grow all year round here, which is exciting and daunting, because we'll probably be exhausted. I think our problem is going to be the heat and the height of summer, when we're hitting, you know, 40+ degrees Celsius every day, and trying to keep water to different plants. That's going to be our biggest battle. That might end up being our break, where we just go, nah, we can't do summer, like real end of summer, and we start again come autumn. But yeah, Okay, so today I'm going to share and film a few things and film us cleaning up hopefully today. And I'm excited to take you guys along for the journey. I'm going to film from now right through. I'll share all the failures, all the successes, and yeah, if nothing else, hopefully it makes a good story. This lavender here is that same lavender. This one I grew from a cutting taken of some other lavender around, and yeah, it's got nice long stems, nice sturdy stems, so maybe it will really come through and shine and have a place in our little cut flower farm. But that's not the one I wanted to show you. The one I wanted to show you was up and around the back here. So this lavender here is, I believe, the same sort of lavender that's down there. These lavenders haven't had much love or attention either, but this one here is the one I cut back last autumn to, like, I kid you not, like tiny, and it's bounced right back with nothing, with no irrigation, no love, nothing. So it's definitely a hardy kind of lavender. So let's see if we can bring back the lavender. Okay, so it's like an hour later. We have got our little tools, the back of this, and we're waiting on Poppy to come with the chainsaw. Apparently I'm not trusted with the chainsaw. I'm not allowed to use it because apparently I will lose a limb if I use it. So I've got my own tools and I'm just going to start. Which side, girls? Should we start on this side or this side?
That side. Definitely that side.
Definitely this side?
Yeah.
So we're going to start cleaning up over here?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. The flies, they're so bad. It's about 4 o'clock. We're done. I am grabbing the boys a well-earned beer. I'm going to take it down and then I'll show you guys, give you an update. Oh, got the guys their drinks. The flies have been so bad today. It's only like 20 degrees max today, but it feels warm. We've just lit a small fire to the stuff that we pulled out of the patch. I'll show you that. All that is what we pulled out of the lavender patch today. So what do you reckon, Dad? Hard day? Cheers. Let's go and show everyone what we got done today. So we were focusing on just this block and we got that done. I cannot believe how much stuff we pulled out of here. We've trimmed them all right down. And look, we've still got, I don't know, 50 million to go. We're exhausted just from doing that. Okay, what a day. Well, we're done for today. Thanks for joining us, guys. We've finished this section and we still have quite a lot to do. But bit by bit, I'm sure we'll get there. We're going to come through and prep these beds now, and I'm hoping to get some native everlastings in very soon. And I'll bring you back along when we start to do that. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. Bye. Say hi, Jessie. Jessie.